Are we witnessing the rise of the man of peace? As I sit here and take in all of the news from every direction, all I see is deceivers, liars, corporate media, cover-ups, agenda, all pushing the same propaganda. It's time for a game changer, a visionary, an innovative person who changes the way that people think of the situations. It's time for Game Changer TV, telling it like it is. Get in the game. Every day, something prophetic is happening. Thank you for tuning into Game Changer TV. I'm your host, Terri Lynn, and this is the channel where every day we're telling it like it is. Today's October 13th, 2025. And did we just witness the revealing of the man of peace? Let's jump straight into this. This is from Fox News from today. Trump celebrates peace in the Middle East after signing Gaza deal, achieve the impossible. So what should we be expecting next? When they say peace, then suddenly. The phrase, when they say peace, then suddenly, refers to the biblical prophecy from 1 Thessalonians 5:3, which states that sudden destruction will come when people are feeling a false sense of security and saying peace and safety. This sudden destruction is compared to the intense and inevitable pain of labor pains for a pregnant woman. The saying is often used as a warning that times of perceived peace can be followed by an unexpected and severe hardship or judgment. For when they shall say, and we're hearing it today, peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So Matthew 24 describes the beginning of sorrows, wars, rumors of wars, pestilence, famines, earthquakes, kingdom against kingdom, nations against nation. And Jesus called those the beginning of sorrows. So I typed in the beginning of sorrows. The beginning of sorrows refers to a period of increasing signs and trouble that, according to biblical interpretation, precedes the end times or the great tribulation. Jesus described the beginning of sorrows in Matthew 24 as a time of deception, wars, famines, pestilences, diseases, and earthquakes. The Greek word for sorrows means birth pains, suggesting that they will intensify over time. And when they say peace and sudden destruction, destruction will come, peace and safety, destruction will come as travail upon a woman. It's going to start getting bad now. Can the beginning of sorrows be compared to a woman in labor? Yes, the phrase beginning of sorrows is often compared to the early stages of labor for a woman in childbirth. This metaphor signifies a series of increasingly intense, tumultuous events that are not the end itself, but a prelude to the greater culmination. Just as the first contradictions of labor grow more frequent and severe, these events, such as war, famine, natural disasters, are seen as a prelude to more significant and final events. And when they say peace and safety, then sudden destruction comes. So, what's going to follow behind this is sudden destruction. I can only anticipate that being the digital ID, the digital currency, the trap that's going to be set for everybody. A false sense of peace. U.S. and Arab countries signed deal throwing support behind the Gaza ceasefire. And then everybody was shocked, maybe a fake, phony shock, that Trump did not win the Nobel Peace Prize a couple of days ago. The Norwegian Nobel Committee has decided to award the Nobel Peace Prize for 2025 to Maria Corina Machado. Okay, so let me just stop right there. After we kept seeing everybody saying that they nominated Trump for the Nobel Peace Prize, from Benjamin Netanyahu to presidents all over the world, even Hillary Clinton, everybody was saying Trump deserves the Nobel Peace Prize. The Norwegian Nobel Committee has decided to award the Nobel Peace Prize for 2025 to Maria Corina Machado for her tireless work for promoting democratic rights for the people of Venezuela and for her struggle to achieve a just and peaceful transition from a dictatorship to a democracy. So I asked, well, first let me show this from the BBC. The White House blasts the Nobel Peace Committee for not awarding the Peace Prize to Trump. They blast them. Outrage. And then the winner of it even comes out and insinuates that Trump deserves the Nobel Peace Prize and not her.
Decided to dedicate it to President Trump because he deserves it.
Oh, let me just say that. She dedicates her Nobel Peace Prize to Trump because she's unworthy to receive it, so she dedicates it to Trump.
And they decided to dedicate it to President Trump because he deserves it. Because not only has he been involved in only a few months in solving 8 wars, but his actions have been decisive to have Venezuela now at a threshold of freedom after 26 years of tyranny that have destroyed the lives of millions of Venezuela, destabilized the region, and undermined the institutions in the United States, because having Venezuela as a safe haven of the enemies of the United States and using our territory and our resources to hurt the American people and American institutions is certainly a threat to the national security of the United States and the security of the hemisphere. But President Trump has been very clear, courageous in terms of dismantling this criminal structure. And on behalf of the Venezuelan people, I reaffirmed our gratitude and our commitment to this cause for the whole America. So I insist he deserves it.
So I asked, can manufactured outrage, because Trump did not get it, could manufactured outrage be used to promote an agenda? Yes, manufactured outrage can be and is frequently used as a strategic tool to promote a wide range of agendas, including political, commercial, and social ones. This tactic is so common that it has been termed the outrage industrial complex. The primary purpose is to provoke strong emotional reactions and generate engagement, which can then be leveraged to advance specific goals. And is this going to be the goal? Because everybody is bragging on Trump. Could a global leader help establish a world peace? So everybody's so outraged that Trump was slighted and he didn't get the Nobel Peace Prize and he deserved it. And we all see that he deserved it. So we as the whole world need to get behind him and make sure and unite and unify and make sure Trump gets what he deserves. Could a global leader help establish world peace? Yes, a global leader can help establish world peace by promoting dialogue, fostering social cohesion, and supporting inclusive peace building strategies. Y'all, this isn't out of the Bible. This is a Google response that a world leader can bring world peace. Does this sound like the Antichrist? September 23rd, 2025. Trump says only he and not the UN can bring world peace. And Google is saying a world leader can bring world peace. Now let's see the signing of this historic deal.
Can we get the documents, please? Okay.
We'll sign right here.
Okay. Okay. This took 3,000 years to get to this point. Can you believe it? And it's going to hold up, too. It's going to hold up. Okay, thank you.
The book of Daniel talks about the man of peace will sign a covenant with many.
This took 3,000 years to get to this point. Can you believe it? And it's going to hold up, too. It's going to hold up.
Donald Trump is the greatest friend that the state of Israel has ever had in the White House.
President Trump, you are the president of peace. There was not a single person on this planet who did more than you to advance peace. No one even came close. Your election to the presidency marked a turning point, not only for the United States, but for the entire world. Through your strength of character and unwavering resolve, you brought an end to bloody conflicts in no fewer than 8 regions across the globe. In less than 9 months, you became one of the most consequential presidents in history. You saved countless lives that would have been lost without your leadership. And as our sages teach, whoever saves one life, it is as though he has saved an entire world. You have proven that true peace is achieved through strength, and that only those who are prepared to use force in the present can prevent the need to use it in the future. Mr. President, you, more than any other individual, are deserving of the highest recognition for your efforts in promoting peace. Therefore, I hereby announce that together with our good friend, Speaker of the House, Mike Johnson, we will rally speakers and presidents of parliaments from around the world to submit your candidacy for the Nobel Prize, Peace Prize next year. There is no one more deserving than you, President Trump. No one.
Destruction comes next. And then you shall be handed over and shall be persecuted and hated of all nations for my name's sake. Probably because the whole world is wondering after the beast and wondering after DJT. And the people that don't wonder after the beast, the whole world says they need to die because they are hindering peace. Jesus said, and then you shall be handed over and be hated of all nations for my name's sake. So right now they're saying peace and safety. And then cometh sudden destruction. Y'all be aware of what's coming. It's going to be digital ID, digital currency, surveillance, forced worship of the beast, a one world system. But you have to remind yourself, We are not of this world. We are not of this world. We do not follow a man. We follow Jesus. But we are getting biblical now. Like I say many, many times, playtime is over. The Bible says to work out your own salvation with fear and with trembling. The Bible says to examine yourself to see whether you be in the faith or not. Because only the people committed to Jesus are going to be the ones that do not submit to what's coming. I love y'all. We are at the door of something. When we've got Trump having military in the street, considering the Insurrection Act and martial law, why is he getting the military out in major city streets right now? What is he trying to get ahead of? What is he trying to prepare for and already have the military in place to put down any uprisings for what they're about to roll out? Y'all keep y'all's heart on God, because more crazy stuff is coming. I love y'all. If you appreciate the content that you find on this channel, would you prayerfully consider supporting the ministry?